is there a type of affiliate of an IB that should not use your system?
Yeah, if you've got a personality of a brick. But I'll expand on that, and I'll say, look, remember the bottom line here is business, right? And you want to do business with people that you want to do business with, right? As in, you know, the right type of people that you're going to be communicating with, people that are going to, you know, almost looking at as your team. So
right.
With that being said, if you haven't got the right person for you and your team, whether it be partners or whether it be, you know, you're working as a sales team or something like that, it's not the right gig for you. You know, yeah, look, you can have a load of emails, contacts and stuff like that you can upload into the system, and, you know, throw enough shit at the fan, some of it at the wall, some of it will stick and you'll get some deals. You ain't going to make.
Please never throw shit at a fan. Just don't.
Don't throw shit at a fan. Throw it at the wall and hopefully some of it will stick. But you know, yeah, then really all it's like is like almost like a gamble, right? It's just like, you know, okay, I want a little bit of money, but that's that. No, you know, everybody that buys from you should really be in a position to be buying other things along the way, right? Or further down the line, you know, because they're a prospect, they're a customer, right? So if you're just throwing that stuff out there, yeah, you'll get some sales. You won't really understand it. You'll get pissed off because it's not coming in fast enough, but God forbid you don't want to speak to anybody on the phone. This isn't the business for you.
Right? Okay. Let me ask you a question from the other side. Are there any companies that you worked with, companies or business individuals, that due to whatever reason, you stopped working with?
Yes.
Meaning, how open are you to reevaluating these relationships?
Very, very strong. Passionately, because I'm protecting, as I keep saying, I'm protecting my network, right? Okay. So I don't want to introduce, if I get a sniff of problems, which 9 times out of 10, those problems have occurred in the past, or I've experienced them in the past with other companies as well, right? So I can see the signs. If I'm getting a sniff of problems, I'm going to fucking cut you. Like, I'm as simple as that. I'm ruthless with it. If you start bullshitting the customer or start trying to bullshit the client or myself or whoever, you know, I'm going to pick up on that. I've had the experience to do that. I don't want to be in the position where we're trying to get the best partners, but we're having to sacrifice some of the stuff that we do in order to bring them on because we've got to change the way that we are in order for them. No, fuck that. That's not the way that we're doing business. We've got to be able to provide something solid for our network that's going to be here now and there in the future. So I don't mind cutting people. It's just to, you know, get that out of the way. And if most of our partners obviously will work with us to set up the best environment, the best sales onboarding, for example, or the best accounting, to make sure that they get it because they've got an active interest, right?
Of course.
So as long as we're all on the same page, that's great. If things look as though it's crazy, going to get crazy, and it can't be proven otherwise, then I'm very quick to break the relationship and just go, this isn't the right time, because, you know, we've been down that route before. It doesn't work, and it doesn't work for all 3 parties that are involved: the customer, the introducer.
Yeah, I remember with a friend. He once did the math on how much money was owed to him, for example, right? And he just said, you know what? I could have bought a few extra houses. He's in real estate. I could have bought a few extra houses with it. And to this day, though, he just, you know, those people call, he'll answer, but he will never do anything with them.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, once you have broken some of those cardinal rules about, you know, paying people on time, commissions that they're owed,
or paying them at all, yeah,
or paying them at all, or you know, or miscommunication with customers or stuff like that. You know, once you've done that a couple of times, depending on which part of it they've messed up on, how can I be relying on that as business? You know, like that just doesn't work for me. I expect an extreme amount of professionalism with the people that I'm dealing with as they do of me. So I hold them to that high standard. If you can't be that high standard, that's okay, that's cool. That just means that it's not the right partner for us, because we've got something that's very, very powerful. It needs to be respected. It needs to be, you know, understood. So yeah, now I'm in the position, obviously with my, you know, experience of not being paid. You know, if the second that you give me a shitty reason of why you're not paying me, that's fine. That's when I forward that to the lawyer and they fucking chase you. And you know,
for me, it's not even that. The minute someone doesn't pay me for whatever reason, right? Well, unless legally I deserved it. But if it's just, you know what, fuck you, I'm not paying you. For me, then not only do I black mark that person, but I never vouch for them again. Because one of the things, you know, with personal relationships is when you make an introduction, one of the questions that I get asked is, do you vouch for this person? You know, and ultimately, if I vouch, it means that I'm putting my money right behind it. Otherwise, why? And you know, it's one of the things I just don't vouch, and everybody understands that the minute you don't vouch, that means that there's a problem there. So you don't even need to say it out loud. But I have no qualms whatsoever, ever, to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you have one shot. You know, if you've got something where, you know, I know because I know what's happening under the hood. Like, for example, you've had an issue with your banking that I know about because maybe I'm introducing you to a bank or something like that. Then, you know, that's fine. Okay, we can. Teething problems are different to the problems that you're laying out on the introducers of why you don't want to pay them or why you screwed over the customers. So if we can identify exactly what it is, which normally we can very, very quickly, then fine, we might be able to move on because we can fix it and get that solution or provide a solution. But if it's falling into the same sort of bullshit that people were telling me back in the, you know, early 2000s about, you know, accounts and this and that and the other, and hey, yeah, fuck off, not interested, don't have time for it. And I urge everybody to be in the same mindset who come in, you know, if with Plug In and Play, you've got these great suite of tools which is going to automate everything. So it means that you don't have to stress about stuff. It means that you don't have to have it racking around in your head. The quicker that you can get to a no, the better.